The Word of God says, preach the Word. And that reminds us of the value of hearing sermons. Today we live in an age where sermons are more readily available than any time I can remember. You can look online and listen to sermons from people who have gone before us and people who are faithful pastors now, and some rather dangerous people. You can read books of collected sermons. But sometimes I wonder if Christians might find some dangers in a fascination with online sermons. So I want to talk in this and the next few videos about a couple of dangers that can arise in online sermons. The first one I'm going to say is, we'll title it, I Know a Secret. There are a lot of people who, when they teach things online, they present you with stuff that they want you to know they're the only ones who know. They're bringing you information, data, maybe even doctrines that they want you to feel like they have come across some special truth that nobody else out there gets. And that can be really tempting to Christians. In the early church, there were a group of people called the Gnostics, and Gnostics believed that they had come across secret knowledge that would elevate one through the heavenly places. And that secret knowledge was something that only the enlightened had, and other ordinary people couldn't have access to it. And they felt good about themselves. You could see why that would be tempting. The fact is, as we look at people who teach online, it is really easy sometimes for some Christians to be drawn in by the guy who is translating the Hebrew all by himself and showing you how all the other teachers in the past have gotten it wrong, but he has the insight to take you to the next level. The fact is, it's good for us to want to know things. And sometimes teachers online will actually teach us faithful doctrine that we've never heard before. And that's good for us to grow in our knowledge. But we need to be really careful about the person that presents us with something that's different than everybody else out there, and they act like that's a positive thing. You know, in church history, the church has battled down heresies for 2,000 years. And there are times in the past when collections of believers have gotten it right, and there are times when they've gotten it wrong. But I think this, if you're hearing somebody say something that nobody else is saying, if you're hearing somebody say something that the rest of the church, the rest of faithful Bible teachers, the rest of faithful seminary professors, the rest of faithful authors don't see, it should raise red flags for you. You should be concerned about it. I think a danger that arises for Christians is when we get sucked in to looking for secret knowledge, new knowledge, things that make us bigger and better than others around us. If what the person online is teaching you is not something that's been taught by faithful Christians throughout the years, not something you can find with a name attached to it of some faithful teacher who the church respects throughout the years, you should be very concerned. Online sermons can be great, but if we're not careful, they can draw us into a place of false doctrine because of novelty.